Now we're in the Mosel with Stein's Weisswasser, Weichwasser, which means holy water in German. And I think that that is a great name for this. But I think, wait, there's actually a reason. So let me look it up for a sec. I think it has something to do with the slopes. Or no, okay, it's about the way that it's made. So it's supposedly supposed to be like a discussion of off-dry wines. So this wine does have a teensy bit of residual sugar. Not enough that the acid's so high that I don't know that you're going to be able to tell that much. We'll see in a minute. But also, I'm assuming it also is just because it's like such a bitch, to be honest, to go get these wines. If you have another minute while you're, on the computer watching these videos, you should definitely go check out. There's a video that Von Boden made of going to visit Stein, and he takes them up the vines to look at what he's harvesting, and you literally have to climb up ladders to get to these to do this harvesting. Like, it is one of the craziest types of harvest I think I've ever seen. So definitely makes you want to appreciate and love on your bottle. And beyond that, this guy is like a king of natural wine in the Mosel. He's been making wine this way for such a long time, way before, the natural wine movement became popular. And he does it in a way that is still so classic for what the wine is. Like, again, you definitely know this is not, or you would not know looking at this, it's a natural wine. But it is, he's just this lovely purist out there. So with that, let's dive in. Actually, yeah, I guess I just described him. So we'll just go straight into the nosing. So it's Riesling. I didn't mention that. Riesling from the Mosel, very traditional, and something that I love to have during the winters. I love generally, alpine wines is not the right word for them, but because I really like, we go skiing a lot, and I really like to have wines that we can have après ski with, because I like to make fondue. So this is one that I would be very happy to put with that, but that's pairing, so we'll do that at the end. All right, on the top, it's just got this lovely, it's got this lovely citrus note, which normally I would say is at the bottom, but it's like this very crisp lemon. Honestly, it's a little bit like Sprite or like lemonade. That's kind of the general gist of what I get from the nose here. Very lemon limey. But there's also a good amount of minerality, and it's not chalky is the only one I claim to be able to kind of tell the difference on. I don't think it's chalky, but it does have these mineral notes to it, and then it has a little bit of salinity. I wouldn't say it has a ton, but it certainly has a touch there. It's like a little salted lemon for you. And then less so apples, I'd say more on the pear side, but and a teensy bit of petrol, not a ton. Riesling, you expect to get some petrol, but I would not say there's a ton of that there. Let's try it. Oh, it's so good. So it just has this amazing mouthfeel. It's almost like it's got these two stages to it, because it is quite acidic. So first it sits in my mouth and it's, got this bursting, I want to say lemon drop, because it's lighter than that. It really is like a lemonade-y Sprite type feeling of that lemon lime mixture. And then after that, it's just got this little whoo. I don't know how else to describe it, but going into the back of your throat and the back of your mouth. And I think it's really just that track of delicious ripping acidity that's going there. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much residual sugar is in it. I don't think I have the text sheet in front of me. No, I don't know. But I know that based on the amount of acidity that I can feel and the idea that I'm not tasting that much residual sugar, I'm going to guess it's a significant, or I'm going to guess it's just a decent, a little bit of sugar with a lot of acid, and that's why it's kind of balancing out in your mouth. So I already mentioned that I would love to have this wine with fondue, but if I want to go in other directions, the very clear next choice for me is Asian food. Spicy Asian food, boom. And I know that it's such an easy one, but it's not like you have wines like this. Well, we have them lying around because we love them, but it's not, I don't put them in the club that much. And I feel like people eat a lot of spicy Asian food, whether you love Korean or Indian or whatever. So definitely this is exactly what I would want with that. I'd love to have some like bibimbap with a bunch of spice on it and this, or have like I don't know, some sort of like red curry or green curry, whichever one's a really spicy one. I'm not normally that brave to go after it, but whichever one's the most spicy, I would feel a little bit better about dipping my toe in that one, the spiciest one, if I had this with me. So now I'm actually not sure what I'm going to drink it with. I was going to have it with fondue, but now I'm realizing because it does have a little bit more residual sugar than some of my other white wines, I think I'm going to save it and put it with some spicy food. So enjoy.